Hello everyone, this is your host Preeti Prasad. Happy to be back with you. We are live on PKP Voice Show where we are promoting all the local business available in India, and we are also trying to be connected with all the women entrepreneurs, their obstacles of life, their challenges and their improvements in their business, so that everybody who listens to the PKP Voice Show gets a motivation as well as the idea of how to start and initiate the business. And then secondly, I myself introduce as I am a business mindset turned hotelier, being into a marketing industry, now sharing my learning to applying experience on the show of called PKP Voice Show. And this is your host Preeti Prasad. Stay tuned for the coming podcast. Seven major business trends to watch in 2020. So while I was reading this article on my PC, I just remember that Leading Edge has published this article which talks about great leaders see the future and take action now. You cannot see the future now and take the action later on, because the future will impact according to the actions which you take as of now in the initial stage of your career or business or whatever step you're taking ahead. So if I talk about few of those points, few of those trends which are now dominating in 2020 in terms of a lot of opportunity for the career, a lot of opportunity in the industry. Here are list of few technology and segments that will likely to dominate in 2020 for an innovation, adoption or infrastructure point of view. So the first point which comes out when you look around in 2020 is obvious of this business is artificial intelligence. AI is everywhere. AI is exploding is because of its applications are being virtual limitlessly, and the power it has the power to impact every digital market from the cyber security to healthcare. So AI is such important thing now that from the cyber security to healthcare, it is very being crucial. AI will change their industry or create new ones. You should always be thinking about how AI can disrupt. If you have already have a business, then how this can disrupt and how this can give you a hype, because it also includes a smart assistant, chatbots, self-driving car, a lot of savvy tech savvy sort of things. So this is one business which is in trend and which is moving ahead in 2020 and will dominate further. The second thing is the edge of computing for video. Demand on server infrastructure continues to increase as more and more devices are connected to the internet and each other. This is especially true for video camera based solutions that require constant video streaming. Many of those are on the cloud, so look for a shift to edge computing. That's where the trend will likely to go for. And the third is autonomous vehicle. New category, very new category, which is the automotive industry, which is dominating in the 2020. The size and the growth potential is drawing the focus on a car company and technology providers. There are plenty of opportunity in B2B and consumer market. So you also might be thinking ki, this car or maybe any technology which you're going to buy, or you're going to plan to buy, should have some sort of virtual presence, which is something very new, something very self driven, something very focused on new features. So there is a lot of capability in market of all the autonomous vehicles, and this will get hype and this is getting hype. The obvious place to focus is on the driving technology, yet don't lose sight on the new opportunity created by passengers no longer needing to focus on driving. तो ड्राइविंग के लिए फोकस करने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी आने वाले टाइम में. और this will also cater to health, focus, entertainment, comfort and productivity while someone is driven in the car. तो ये सारी चीज़ों का इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा. फोर्थ इज 5G. तो 5G सुनते ही सबको मज़ा बहुत आता है. नाउ 5G इज द exactly the same as जैसे आप 4G को जानते हैं. The 5G is going to be the buzzword in the technology community. It is being hailed as the latest industrial revolution, although it's not more an evolution of technology versus a revolution in new technology, but a trend. The trend to watch within 5G is how the carriers and the phone manufacturer continue to invest in and successfully roll out 5G infrastructure into their networks and phone respectively. Also consider how a cellular signal that can be as fast as Wi-Fi can empower your product and solution. Lastly, anticipate what new solution will be possible and determine how to build now for that future. If you now going to buy any phone, you will somehow or the other, if you're dealing into the premium level, you will get 5G integrated, and that is going to help you sooner or later, because as of now, due to COVID, India has it's been working on 5G, but not very very fast that I'll say ki 2021 may 5G will be all set up. No, but it will start getting in place in 2021. The 5G will be in place, and sooner in 2023, by 2023 I hope 5G will take place in market and start enrolling, monetizing, which is gonna impact a lot of business, and a lot of individual, and the buying criteria of people gonna impact very 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 drastically. Then I would say the sixth, retail technology business जो है, that is significantly impacted, which is the Amazon is dominance in the e-commerce. जैसे कि आप देख ही रहे होंगे कि जितने भी e-commerce के जो dominant है वो Amazon है, but it seems like बहुत सारे नए नए और भी प्लेटफॉर्म हैं जो लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा रिटेल ऑप्शन दे रहे हैं, जो बहुत ही ज़्यादा मशीन लर्निंग, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड डेटा, कैमरा, सेंसर, ये सारी चीज़ें जब शॉपिंग एक्सपीरियंस में इंक्लूड हो जाती है, द सेंसर्स टू री इन्वेंट द शॉपिंग एक्सपीरियंस एंड ड्राइव न्यू एफिशिएंसीज. So if I'll talk about a startup, not a startup, but yeah, you can say it is in San Francisco based startup, B8TA. It has proven that technology can create a new shopping experience. That's retail locations use an array of technology to not only improve the offline retail experience, but also to learn more about customer engagement and product sales. Amazon has shown what a store of the future can look like with its Amazon Go store, which allow customers to grab and go through an automated checkout process. Imagine. While you're listening to this, and if you come till now, you might be liking the points which I'm sharing with you. The last point, you're gonna truly agree with it. With PKB Voice Show, I always try to keep you updated with all the business new trends and the startup which are hustlings and which are doing great, and which have new potential, new opportunities in their life. So if you've come till now, thank you for that. Keep listening. I'll be sharing the last point, which is the smart home. So the smart home is the seventh point, which talks about a lot more than software. So the software is the new hardware as of now in the industry. The major acquisition and the fact that hardware is now ambiguous has led to shown down the innovation in the smart home industry. Sure, everyone is talking about 5G. Big companies are still involved in a lot of 4G related stuff, but 5G is taking place in market. When I talk about software, and when I say software is the new hardware, I really mean it, because software is giving you a lot than what we thought earlier. Before 2020 itself, if I talk about in January, 2020 January, we never knew that we'll be somehow dependent so much on our softwares that we'll need everything online, virtual. We need Alexa so that, we have a home which generally talks to us. We have a wall who talks to us. Someone who can play song for us, someone who can play music for us. So like this is a very small example, but these are the business which is booming, and you will agree to this. If you have agreed, comment, do share your feedback on my page of Instagram at the red PKP Voice Show, and let me know. Do you think these 7 pointers, 7 major business trend, is really impacting and will impact thoroughly throughout? And if you have more to add on, do mention this on my page, so that I and my listeners and all of you can be aware that which sector you should be working now if you want to operate or start your new business. And obviously, yes, I am interviewing a lot of entrepreneurs so that they first you get a business idea by this. While they start, they have what sort of knowledge, what they have done. And second, you always learn from others learning. So दुनिया में किसी ने when I started this podcast, I never started at the once. मतलब मैं पहली इंसान नहीं हूँ जिसने पॉडकास्ट स्टार्ट किया है. तो ऑब्वियसली मैंने किसी से सीखा है, किसी से बात किया है. I've started it because a lot of people have recommended me as one of the good speaker in their friend list, probably. Yeah. And I always had a business mindset, so I talk to business mindset people and make your mind towards a business mindset, so that it gives you impact, it gives your inner strength to come out and show that skill, that you have a value inside you. So in 2020, the first thing which I learned is you cannot have one income source in your life, firstly. So you should be having two or more income source. First is based on whatever job you're doing, and second should be based on your skills, total on your skills and your likes. Because things which you do by your own inner like, your own strength, is much more productive, much more efficient than what you do because of your living, because of your basic need of life. तो आई थिंक जो सेकंड चीज होगी जिसको आप because you like music, you play guitar and you do certain music, and then you do a lot of adding them in albums and all those things. For that you have to hustle, you have hustle a lot. But at the end of the day, when you get the cream out of that, that's the main thing. So, guys, watch out the trend, watch out the business trend, and accordingly start anything which you want to start. Because if you do not watch the future, you cannot take the action now. So, get started, keep rocking, keep loving, stay healthy, stay fit, and stay updated with PKP Voice Show. Have a great day.